Hey guys, so today I got a bit of Kingdoms of Amalur. I've had to restart it because I might mention this beginning. I'm not sure if I have, but for those of you who didn't know and those of you that need to know, I've got a new rig that I've built. It's nothing special. It's very average though. I'm not going to tell you what I've got in it because that's my business, and I wish it was better. So I got to restart my Kingdoms of Amalur because I've lost all my save data. Not a biggie, didn't get too far into it, and this is a good game. I like it, it's fun. It's also very colourful. I feel like I might have an OD on sugar because it's just so damn sweet. Anyway, getting to my point. Happy game, disappointed muffin. Not the happiest chap. You see, I promised you last night, and I'm a liar. Subsequently, I promised you I would make footage about H1Z1 or PISSY if we're going to get into that name of calling it, because I don't think it's going to be called that. But preemptively, I'm going to try and be down with the kids and call it PISSY. Anywho, swiftly moving onward. I'm not as old as I seem. Disappointed, and I'm disappointed for a damn good reason. You see, Sony Online Entertainment were the people that are releasing H1Z1, and on their website they mentioned that you could pay some money and you'd be able to get, as a standard one, you get early access to the game, as well as also four loot crates and a key, I believe it was. Just one key. Or maybe it's two keys. But either way, you wouldn't be able to open all your crates. But they encourage you to put a bit more money into it again, buy some keys, they get a bit more money, therefore they can pay the guys that try and develop the game a bit further. I get putting money into it at this stage. Just maybe not 15 quid, or in some cases 30 quid if you want to have 6 crates and 4 keys. That kind of pisses me off. To call it what it is, to call a spade, kind of pisses me off a bit. Because I was really looking forward to playing a zombie horror survival game without having to fork out 23 quid for DayZ. Now this is 15 quid, sure, but it sure as hell doesn't look as good as DayZ. Right, yeah, hello. Noisy bastard. It sure as hell does not have the same graphics, the same playability, the same size, I'm led to believe. Hey, don't get wrong. As I mentioned, I'm not willing to pay it, therefore I haven't bloody well got it. But I've reached out and I've contacted a few people today to see who has got it. And two chaps in particular, they live nowhere near each other, so this really is a UK-wide thing, we'll call it. I mean, you guys across the world, obviously you're a bit more spread out than, say, me and the chaps. But one's Scottish, the other chap's an Irishman. Right? This is not a joke, I promise you. But these guys cannot get into a server. The servers are constantly at capacity. So those guys, one of them's forked out the 30, one of them's forked out the 15. Right? So 45 quid combined. These two chaps, and I'm sure a ton more of you guys, can get into the game. So I'm not impressed as far as I can say. I mean, I'm genuinely thinking, wow, really? I mean, Sony is not a small company. I mean, I know this is a faction. It's not Sony itself. I mean, these guys aren't going, you know what, just finished building this generation of Walkman, I'm now going to go build a game. You know, they're not quite that bloody good. Alright, that's a little bit longer than maybe most of them have to develop all these skills. Anyway, so they've done this. They've released it, they're asking quite a lot of money for it. You might as well go buy DayZ at that price, but then again, if you're going to be forking out a ton of money for an early access game, then it's probably not worth it at this stage, because how the hell do I switch back to my other gun? I say gun, I play a lot of shoot 'em ups. I meant to say hack slash. What now? Fucking tutorials. Thank you for putting me through whatever the hell that was meant to be, you cock. I've never played this on the console, so the controls are not immediately obvious to me yet. Anywho, just going back and checking that I've not missed any loot, because I am a loot sorcerer. I love my loot. But running back through, I'll get back onto my point. I'm pissed off. I'm pissed off for good reasons. You're probably pissed off because you might put money into it, or maybe you're looking forward to it the same as I was. And I was hoping to make a video, say this is really good. Hey, I want one of you guys to put your name in. I'm going to add you. We're going to build a video together, and I want to get you, just another average Joe. I want to get your opinion on what's going down with this game. Alright, and I want to try and bring a new person for every video I do online of a new release. So I can get another normal guy and get their little mouth heard. I want your little voice, your normal average voice like mine, to be heard. Because you know what, I've taken it upon myself to actually become a known entity in the game world. I want people to hear me out, and I want to be able to share as a normal guy, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is how I interpret this thing you're doing. I want my sword back. There you go. Well, I want us all to be able to have a say, because frankly, Games has heard more about what we would have to say instead of maybe say the big dogs. I mean, I'm going to quote the Polaris lot here, the whales. Then perhaps we'd more often get the game we wanted instead of the one we bloody well get dumped with. You know, frankly, we get the game we deserve because we don't let them know enough. We bitch and complain, but unless we give them some solid information on how to move forward or what we really wanted, or in fact just some reasonable bloody feedback, then how can we expect them to learn? So, you know, SOE, kind of pissed off that you're charging that level of money for the game. I really was looking forward to. I want to go with this path with you. I really want it to be, hey, you know, I want to do business with you guys. I want to say nice things about your company. I'm not saying that I expect you to pay me money for the game. I don't want to get paid for the game. I want to constantly be the guy who's constantly getting to talk to people. I want to be the guy who gets to talk to guys, you guys, and just say, hey, this is how I feel. This isn't how I have been paid for. I'm not biased. I haven't been given like £2 to play this game and then kiss its ass, because I mean that's a waste of my time. I might as well just sit there and not bother playing it. Just go, yo, this is amazing, whilst I'm sat there swiveling my Rolex around my wrist. Well, I want to give you a straight up, this is how I feel. I'm I'm very happy with what I found, or I'm very pissed off. And this little shit doesn't want to shut up. Noise. So they're charging a lot of money. There's a lot of broken factors to it. I mean, there are certain people who actually got themselves caught in a wall, and they're pissed off because I mean, they've got it. My example is this: Joe Bloggs has gone into a house and he's looking around. He's trying to find survival kit. I mean, he needs water. He needs a bit of food. There's some mouldy mushrooms in the corner. He's found himself some dinner knives. He's going to strap together around the sticks up there. That's his weapon. That's how he's going to survive. That's how he's going to defend himself against the hordes of other players who have forked out a bloody fortune to play this game and gotten ripped off. Whilst in there, he backs up and he's walked into a wall. But the problem is, he's walked into the wall. He is now at one with the wall. And suddenly the game's like, oh fuck, that wasn't meant to be walk. That wasn't meant to become liquid, or he wasn't meant to go through that. Let's make it solid. And now he's stuck there. So this poor bastard has now got to wait for someone to come along and find him and kill him. He can't kill himself. He can't. I mean, at this stage, maybe he can delete his character. But I mean, turns how far he's got into it. I mean, imagine if that had happened to you and you'd gone up 10 levels, you'd spent hours and hours and hours developing this character, and you've now got to ditch him. You're going to be fucked off. And if it's a case of you weren't good enough to survive the game and you died, you're going to have to man up and just accept that. Because, you know, that's the whole point of these games. You know, they are hard, they do make you think, and you are meant to survive. If you fail to do that, then you cocks up. But if you back up and you get swallowed by the pissing foundations of the house, then you got rights to be pissed off. You can be annoyed. Right, I sure as hell would be, and I'm annoyed just hearing about what happened to this bloke. So he's walked back, he's now stuck in the wall. The problem is, he is literally a set of toes and a bum wiggling out of the toilet seat right now. He cannot do a damn thing. He cannot call for help. No one knows where he is, because, you know, yeah, he's got friends on the game, but my god, how do they find him? He's in an inconspicuous house on an inconspicuous part of the bloody map that is huge. It could be bloody anywhere. So, for lack of a better word, he's screwed. Utterly bloody screwed. So, he's poor, and he's screwed. So, that guy, poor bastard. But, I mean, we knew there should be bugs. We know that, and I'm cool with that. I'm at peace with it. You know, that level of bug, along with having paid that amount of money, the early access is incomplete, as we know, but it should be at least 95%. This game is 70%. The models are not sourced out yet. The characters do not look right yet, and they openly admit that. They haven't hidden that from you. Well, now they haven't anyway. I mean, Sony have released a statement on their website saying, hey, things weren't as they seemed, right? Unfortunately, some of you didn't understand fully what you were getting yourselves in for when you paid 15 quid. And don't get me wrong, this sort of gave me some faith back in the company, but not a lot. They've said that if you put money into this game, you bought the early access, and you're not happy with the end result of what you got, right, and you feel you were deceived, then let them know, and they will give you £14.99 or whatever the hell you paid for yours in dollars, euros, or buttons, right? You'll get that as a full refund. Now, I'm assuming that means you also get your license to play that game revoked. But at this stage, you may not be happy. You may not mind. You might be happy to just forgo the pleasure, if it's a pleasure. I personally will not be paying any money into this game until it becomes free to play, as it will do. This isn't going to always be a purchasable game. It will become free to play at some point. Right now, you are literally only paying the entry fee to be part of this early access and give your feedback. And you know, it's a novel idea. It's a lovely idea to think that you can be part of making this better. But why the hell should it cost 15 quid? Why should it cost 30 quid? I mean, literally all that money goes into is paying a little bit of money to the guys that got to fix the game, which frankly, that's cool and all, but the game should be a little bit better than it is for you to be paying that amount of money. How to learn some lightning skills. So I need to listen to this because I haven't actually played this bit for a while. Yeah, perhaps I'm also about 8 foot taller than you little shit. Shut up. Awesome. So, anywho, back onto it. The game should be costing as much. I feel it should be costing as much. I stand by that. Alright, if you have something to say about it, I'm not going to be annoyed if you do, because I want to hear what you have to say. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's because I want my voice to be the voice of the people. I'm not trying to sound like some gaming David Cameron here. Alright, I'm not trying to say that I'm going to be your leader, but sure as hell I want you to be able to say what you have to say, and I'm happy enough to be the voice of that, and I'll take the stick. You know, if I say something and it falls on ears, like people actually start developing games because and videos such as blah blah blah, shit muffin, he mentioned this, then that's you guys. I'm a collective of you. So tell me, something piss you off. You think if I piss you off, tell me. Ain't gonna make a difference. I'm still gonna keep talking, but you don't have to listen if you don't want to. I hope you do though. I'm hoping that some of my words fall on you and they make a difference to you. You think, you know what, this guy speaks sense, or you know what, I hadn't thought of it that way. Well, yeah, actually, you know, I am a bit pissed off. I didn't realise I could complain about it. Of course you complain. You have the right to say if something's annoying you. Here we go. Here's Sony with his bloody 8 legs and scary face, ripping you off. Anyway, back on it. I say this. I mean, I'm actually not too bitter with Sony. I want this company to be able to say, you know what, Shifty, you do good stuff. Could you play our game? Or hey, we wouldn't mind giving you a free key to play this game just because we like your reviews. You say stuff, right? If it pisses you off, let us know. I'm not. This isn't going to be a channel where I sit there and go, you know what really grinds my gears? Because I'm not going to do a grinds my gears session. I'm not. But you know, this has bugged me. This really has bugged me because I was really looking forward to getting into the game and playing with you. I really, really was. But onto the other things. There are facts. I learned some stuff about this game whilst I was researching it in my blind rage. So the game, as of yet, does not have any female characters in it at all. So female characters are apparently very difficult because, as you can see, boobs are a very difficult thing to put on there. They're not quite like spheres. They are cones. So women are out the picture right now. They are coming to it soon. Apparently women are very important to the developers. So yeah, that's nice to hear, isn't it? No, I think rusty gauntlets will go nicely. They will also be introducing crafting into it, but not just crafting, it will be building. So if you want to build yourself a fort, if you want to build yourself a nice medieval spike pit, then you go ahead and do that, because you have got the ability to do that in this game. I have a shield, that's splendid. However, I was also meant to get my staff out. And no, I'm not being getting arrested for getting my staff out. Also, there'll be a high competitive nature to this game. I mean, that probably doesn't come. I'm hoping that doesn't come as a surprise to you, because I think every game that has a competitive. Okay, I've forgotten how to. There we go. There it is. I forgot how to use my lightning then. Dive. Oh god. So I mentioned there's a lot of crates. I keep saying crates, but I haven't actually told you what that is. So I don't know for certain about this. I mean, hopefully someone who's played this can drop me a message, and I will amend the video to explain. But as I understand, you will get crates airdrops to you, because I'm guessing that you're a survivor in a city, and the military can drop supplies down for you. But obviously, the world is full of bastards, and they will try and steal that all to themselves. Instead of spreading it out among the people and spreading the wealth, they will take all the medicine, they will take all the food, they will take all the weapons. So there'll be a competitive nature of who can get what. because you're out for yourself in this game. You're living for yourself. You can't. If you can build a small village of people, you become the Rick Grimes of the world. You can look at the greater good. Then fabulous. I'm glad. I'm glad there's some good people out there. But the reality is, you're probably not going to be able to do a whole lot with people. Electric face. Oh, green face. That hurt. Arsehole. So airdrops will be happening. They'll be highly competitive. You'll be running towards a crate. Someone's going to snipe you. They may not. They're going to steal all your shit. I mean, I'm not sure if this happens, but if that crate's yours, I mean, as I said, you could buy crates. You can call them in, so that'll be your crate. And people are going to start trying to nick it, right? If they can loot you, can they loot your key? If they can loot your key, then we're going to have a lot of raging teenagers. Because I mean, the adults will probably just go, you know what? I've got a life to lead, and you guys kind of need to stick with it more and let me know if you're pissed off, because I'll speak for you and I'll say, you know what, kind of pissed me off too. Kind of silly thing where you can steal people's shit, because that's not their time and effort. I mean, it is technically to earn money, you have to put time and effort into it and work. So it is your time and effort, but that's your hard-earned money. That's your real world cash. And the company could turn around and go, you know what, you're an idiot for putting the money into it anyway. But then again, they're not going to turn around and say that, because obviously you put the money on their table. You pay for their kids to go to college. But unfortunately, they get to do less and get paid the same amount. We're still willing to pay silly amounts for games, and people are starting to get lazy. They are. I mean, the fact this game's come out with as many bugs in it as possible, and yes, please, I understand. I know it's an early access, but still, this is beyond fucked up compared to what it should be. It really is. I've heard stories, man. I've been places. I've seen stuff. I mean, other people will be putting up videos, and I invite you to look at other people's stuff. I am not the only voice on YouTube, but I sure as hell have got something to say, and I want you to know. They are doing this. You can get a refund, right? Unless you go and actively look for it, you won't know that, but you can get a refund. You'll get your money given back to you, and you'll be able to move on. You'll be able to do something else. Maybe you'll go, you know what, I'll put the extra 7 quid in, I'm going to go for Daisy. Right? Maybe you'll go, you know, I'll wait until it comes out of free to play, and that 15 quid that I spent on this, I'll save it. I'll spend it on crates then. That way I can get more crates. Maybe I can get more for the game. Right? I don't know how the Steam Marketplace is going to work with this game. Can you buy skins and then use them in the game? I don't know. There are skins. You don't buy weapons, you buy skins. So obviously you want to get yourself a big pink Mr. Blobby gun. You'll get a Mr. Blobby skin. You'll still have to find the gun that it goes on. But there's some customization. There's some way to make you feel like you as an individual. Right, if you want to find yourself a nice military backpack that's got some nice pigtails hanging off the back of it because you found some little girl wandering in the wilderness and cut her hair off. Right, you're going to have to find a backpack that it fits on. So, you know, they're not giving it to you straight away, but they're sure as hell taking a lot of your money and giving you very little. What else have we got? They will be building, as I said, so medieval fort, which, you know, lots of stuff you could do. Not led to believe it's going to be like Minecraft, because, you know, it's a different game, it's a different genre. So please don't be looking for that. Yeah, it's a disappointment, really. I mean, I would say we've got no chicks. That's disappointment, but for different reasons. Because, you know, it'd be nice to see that they've managed to go to places that you didn't expect them to go to. Right, it's nice to be able to look at a game and lick a wall and go, you know what, this texture's really nice. Or hey, I like the fact they made sure to involve both sexes in this game. Well, hey, you know, I noticed that there isn't one male character and one female character, and they have one model type. I mean, there's another thing. The model's about 70% finished. I mean, once again, they say this on their website, but is it when you start the game up, I've been told that there's no blurb or anything that explains this. I mean, I sure as hell think they should have put a message on there that says, oh, message of the day, if you're not happy with this, you can get a refund. Right, that should be their immediate priorities, to let you know that they're not leaving you out in the cold. Because when I first heard they get refunds, I thought, you know, that installs a bit of faith in the game, you know, in the company, sorry, not the game. I mean, I'm hoping the game has some fun, but for now I'm not willing to put money into it. Right, I'm not saying I won't play it either. When it comes free to play, I will give you a video. I will show you what I think of it, and hopefully I like it. Hopefully it doesn't piss me off. Purple was going to join me on it later on. This would have been quite a big part of the channel, actually. Just every now and then we were tuned in and going, hey, you know, free to play, need to pay, don't know. Right, and I'm going to be bringing you a series of games that are all free to play off the Steam site for the moment, but on other things as well. I mean, I plugged this in another video. I did mention it in another video, but once again, free to play games, and I'll talk to you about how playable these titles are without you forking out your hard-earned cash to play them. You see, I'm not saying don't pay money for free to play games, because these guys, if they build a game worthy enough, then you owe it to them to put a bit of money into the game. Right, you can't have everything for free. Okay, not everything in life is free, as we know. But sure as hell, if you can enjoy yourself for a good few hours, right, without having to, say, buy the best gun in the game because everything else is unusable, then drop them some money. Drop them what you think it is worth. Because these guys put a lot of time and effort into it, and if they treat you right, then they sure as hell deserve a leg up in the world. I mean, one in particular that I particularly love is Dota. You do not need to put money into that game, but you can. You can buy yourself nice weapon skins and that, and they put a lot of effort into making that work. And you know, love them, good lads. League, do it again, good lads. Right, another free-to-play game that I really, really cannot stop praising is Ghost Recon. The free-to-play Ghost Recon, right? Phantom. It's just called Phantoms, isn't it? That game. I played it for about 20 hours, and no matter how high level I got, I was awesome. That game is about skill, and you will be able to kill anyone with whatever weapon you've got if you are good. Right? You don't have to be amazingly good, but you can stand up with the best of them. Right? On that game, you can still buy all the amazing guns that have nice skins. You can still buy them. You can play, you can earn credits in game, and you can still buy those guns. So nothing is off the cards for you. Right? That is still a playable game, no matter whether you are putting money into it or not. And therefore, I will put money into it because they deserve it. They put a lot of effort into it. And, you know, I was surprised. There's a big company that's done that. I mean, Ghost Recon's not a small name. Right? It's the Ghost Recon boys. Right? It's not done by some smaller studio who thought, oh, I'll take on a little contract, or oh, hopefully we don't cock this up, or hopefully we don't cock up too much. They haven't cocked up. They've done a wonderful job, and so I want you, please go ahead and play that. Let me know what you think. Right? If you like Ghost Recon, you will not be disappointed. It's a brilliant game. It's very fun. It's an over-the-shoulder shooter, though, just to be warned. But you'll live. I mean, I don't think any Ghost Recons haven't been over the shoulder, so that's no big surprise, surely. Hopefully I can get out of a conversation with this guy, because I don't want to talk to him. Splendiferous. So for now, I bid you adieu. I'm a bit pissed off with H1Z1, or PISSY, if you dig. But for now, I'm going to stew on it. I'm going to think more about it, and I'm going to keep you informed. Right, Purple's going to join me later on, and he will also not be making any more footage regarding it, because we're both sharing an opinion on this. I mean, I was going to say this. I was going to make this video early on today, but I waited to talk to my partners about it and see what they wanted to do. Vampire's unreachable, but he's predominantly more of a console guy at the moment, because he's bought the new console, so he can supply you guys with reviews of Halo and stuff, for example, or Let's Plays, more to speak. And this little guy's a badass. So, whenever you're playing a game, do not underestimate the little guy. He is packing a badass dagger. And I'm going to get stuff dropping in a second. Also, if you've got time, and you have a bit of money on you, that 15 quid could be spent on Kingdoms of Amalur, which is also a very flipping good game. I'm not going to tell you how good it is, apart from it's flipping good, and it's very good. And search YouTube, type in Kingdoms of Amalur, alright, or Reckoning, and you're going to find this game, and watch a review. I mean, I believe Cynical Brit actually has a review on it somewhere, so listen to him. Right, because he's a clever chap. Lots of people have it. Right, look, for a small guy like me, give him some love. Got to support the little ones. The fish, not the whales, but the fish. Got to support them all. So, you know, hit it up, check out the game, let me know how you do. If there's a game in particular you want me to put on, well, I'm willing to pay for games that I don't already own. I'm willing to pay for them if you want to put them out. If I get one guy who says, hey man, can you buy this game and let me know how it goes, I'll do it. Hey man, thanks for being here. Thanks for watching my video. Thanks for taking an interest in what I'm doing. Because ultimately I want you to be part of this. So for now, thanks guys, and I hope to God that you guys haven't paid out too much money on this HISSY game if you have bought it. Take care.